Natural Disasters of Latin America by Molly and Nicole.
As Darren Kagan once said, bad things do happen in the world, like war, natural disasters, disease, but out of those situations always arise stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. The Nazca Plate subducts eastward beneath the South American plate at a rate of 65 millimeters per year, creating the Peru-Chile Trench. Central and South America lie along the Ring of Fire, a major area in the Pacific Ocean where many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur. An earthquake is a violent shaking of the ground that causes great destruction and can be caused by volcanic eruptions or movements within the Earth's crust. Latin America has been affected by many earthquakes over the years due to its location and physical geography. Earthquakes are ranked on the Richter scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst. They are often followed by a series of aftershocks. The world's largest earthquake had a magnitude of 9.5 and occurred on May 22, 1960, near Valdivia, Chile. The cost of the damage reached the equivalent of what would be $3 to $6 billion today. The Chilean government estimated that about 2 million people were left homeless. On January 12, 2010, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake hit Haiti, killing 230,000 people and injuring another over 300,000. 600,000 people left the capital, Port-au-Prince, to stay with family, and 1.5 million people had to live in camps. The devastating earthquake destroyed the National Palace, the Port-au-Prince Cathedral, and the Haitian UN headquarters. Hotels and soccer stadiums were turned into makeshift hospitals. This horrific event tore families apart and continues to affect Haiti's people and economy today. On August 13, 1868, two significant earthquakes off the coast of Chile at a magnitude of 8.5 caused a tsunami with 21-meter-high waves that affected the entire Pacific Rim. It lasted between 2 and 3 days and resulted in 25,000 deaths and $300 million in damage. The 9.5 magnitude earthquake on May 22, 1960, in Valdivia generated a tsunami with 35-foot waves that affected Chile and areas throughout the Pacific. It killed 2,300 people in Chile. Many lives were lost and much property was damaged in Hawaii and Japan. Total damage was estimated at more than $500 million, which is the equivalent of over $4 billion today. On September 2, 1992, a tsunami with 9.9-meter waves struck the west coast of Nicaragua and Costa Rica. On February 27, 2010, an 8.8 magnitude earthquake near the coast of Chile generated a tsunami that caused 156 fatalities. The 8.2 magnitude earthquake on April 1, 2014, in northern Chile generated a tsunami that was observed across the Pacific, causing local damage and port damage at the nearest city of Iquique, Chile. With all of these efforts from the Chilean Navy's Hydrographic Service and Chile Disaster Management Agency to educate and spread awareness about natural disaster safety, many more would have perished. Chile is working to strengthen their early warning systems and improve their earthquake and tsunami detection networks. A volcano is a vent in the Earth's crust that expels lava, steam, and ash. Because the western edge of Central and South America lies in the Ring of Fire, the area is dotted with many stratovolcanoes. Many of these volcanoes are still active today. Volcanoes impact settlement patterns by attracting tourists and giving the area a unique history.
However, they also can act as a push factor because living too close can be dangerous. Paxi is one of the most famous and most active volcanoes in South America and has erupted 50 times since 1738. It lies in the eastern cordillera of the Ecuadorian Andes and is located 60 kilometers south of Quito. Caribbean islands have experienced many hurricanes due to the warm ocean currents that flow through and up the eastern coast of the U.S. Hurricane Keith began developing on September 28th when a tropical storm formed over the northwestern Caribbean Sea. The cyclone slowly moved through the northwest on the 29th and then rapidly became a Category 4 hurricane on the 30th, while drifting westward towards the coast of Belize. On October 3rd, Keith made landfall in Belize and weakened into a tropical storm once again. As it moved northwestward over the Yucatan Peninsula, Keith emerged from the Bay of Campeche. On the 5th, it hit land just north of Mexico as a Category 1 hurricane. Keith was responsible for 24 deaths and $225 million in damage. Hurricane Iris started out as a tropical depression east of the Antilles on October 4, 2001. It tracked northwestward into the eastern Caribbean, then went west, going south to Jamaica on the 7th. The storm then moved quickly southwestward toward the coast of Belize as it became a powerful Category 4 hurricane. Iris made landfall over southern Belize early on the 9th, but then quickly weakened after a second landfall later that day. The winds and storm surges of Iris caused extensive damage on the southern Belize coast and were responsible for a total of 31 deaths.
Eastern Guatemala flood of 1949 was a result of the Pacific hurricane, which created flooding problems that lasted for 1 month. The disaster killed 40,000 people and left many people homeless. 2003, Argentina flood left 7 dead and displaced 100,000 people. Authorities said at least 29,000 people were in 115 official shelters, but they estimated another 90,000 residents have been displaced and were staying with relatives. 2004 Haiti flood left 1,000 people dead and a small town submerged by dangerous floods. The floods went across Haiti and Dominica Republic and the Caribbean islands. Another 100 bodies have been found in the town of Grand Geyser. Mr. Hattler announced $50,000 in aid, saying more would be delivered as soon as possible. At least 329 bodies have been found and 300 people are still missing. The El Salvador flood of 2009 killed 124 people. San Salvador and San Vicente province were the hardest hit. 7,000 people were sheltered. Large parts of the country went without electricity or clean water and were cut off from government aid. The Brazilian state, Rio de Janeiro, after 28 centimeters of rain, 95 people died. Argentina averages about 32 tornadoes per year. The most deadly Argentina tornado on the record hit San Justo in Santa Fe province on January 10, 1973. The large and powerful storm killed 54 and 350 injuries were caused. The twister damaged 500 homes. On November 22, 1951, a tornado derailed an Argentina train carrying 600 passengers from Rosiero to Tucumán. The strike overturned cars on the track, injuring 48 people. The most powerful tornado record struck Brazil on June 16, 1942, killing 20 people and hundreds were injured, as the tornado destroyed 2 hotels and a church. In South America, droughts continue in Brazil as well as from the equator down along the Andes. Irrigation water for farms was restricted in Espírito Santo, where rivers were largely dry. Argentina and Brazil's soy and corn plantations were wiped out, limiting the supply that usually meets half the world's demand. Cattle died due to water shortages and the droughts, leaving farmers with more problems and issues for their farms. In some areas in Latin America, water rationing has become a mandatory during droughts.